Good afternoon, everyone. How are you going? Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Lynn. The confusion this morning with Lorraine was that it didn't pick up the YouTube. It only went live on Facebook. So I spoke to Lorraine when I was at the place having my wired for sound taken off, and she told me what happened. She couldn't believe that it just didn't do it. So a problem with the restream again, mostly. So Lorraine asked me to let you know. So Lynn, that's what happened. Yeah, we were all a little bit worried about you. Hi Donna, how you going? Hope you're well. Thank you, ladies, for dropping in. Now, I've got a little bit of something different for you today. So, when I was showing you yesterday the new things that I bought, Lynn said she had the sailing one. So last night, hi Marlene, how you going? So last night I played around with it, and this is what I came up with. Tried to watch the panel card. No, it's waiting for you. Yeah, probably best delete it and see if you can upload it to YouTube. That's what it kept doing when we were trying to watch her. Hi, Tanya. How you going? So I started playing around last night and quite happy the way this turned out. And this is done with mica powder. So, and this mark. The glitter one came off a bit, so I glittered the boat, but it came off a bit. So I have lots of these sort of things. Yes, how's Sasha going? No, well, I really wouldn't know either, Lorraine. Hi, Daryl, how are you going? Lovely to see you all here. So I'm going to play with the boat again. So sailing, what is it? Sailing, sunshine sailing. Okay. So this time I've got red for the card base. So the card base is 11.5 by 5.25. So we need a fairly decent card to fit the boat scene on. So I'm just going to fold my card in half and I'm going to burnish it. Oh, that's so good to hear. Wonderful, Tanya. When our little fur babies are sick, it's the same as what it was if your children were sick, because they are part of the family. So, yeah, going through that's a bit awful. Now, I did two black pieces. So this is the It is good news. Can I ask a question? What am I missing? She's doing well. I'm coming down to the desk anyway, so I'm trying to read the chat as it's going past. The size of the envelope for our cards, it's hang on, I got some up the other end. I'll get them and have a look. Yes, it's one of those one that has the embossing folder and the cutting in one. Daryl, I've got size C6. I bought mine at Office Works, but you probably get them at the cheap shop cheaper. So it's a C6. So there you go. Now with this, oh, where's it gone? So that's one, and this you got the waves too. So they're cute. And then you've got your sails and that. So I use this one, and I'm actually going, it's a little bit, what do you say? You know, usually when you get these embossing folders, the die clicks straight in. So I find this one doesn't click like it's supposed to click in. But it doesn't seem to want to on either of them. So I had to actually hold it there like that, and then put my paper on top, holding it down. So that's a little bit, just falls out. So I'm going to have to get on to him about this. It should sit in there nicely and stay. It should click in. So we've got it in, so I'll show you what it's like. I'll have a look at that too, Lorraine. Now, oh, so we're going to do this, and it's a hybrid. Oh, it's just, that just fell out. So I will get on to them and see why it isn't sitting in there. So I want my grey plate. Oh, got everything falling down here. So you all know the new catalogue that's coming out. So that's on the 6th of May. So all exciting about that. Put that back up. For those that don't know, I've changed ends of the garage. So there we have the boat cut out. And then your scenery around. So that cuts out a little boat. But then when you take the die out, I'll put it away. Oh, it's in the other one. When you just put it's marking the other boat on the other side too. So I'm just going to put it through without and hinge first. And get my grey plate again and roll it through. Okay, I don't get mine from there. But they're all C6 the same. Unless you want to make your own envelopes. So here's what we've got. Can you see that? Here's what we've got. Just putting it in. So it's quite effective. So I thought because I have so many things, I thought I'd play around. So I'm using mica powders. So if you haven't used mica powders, they're a pigment, they're a colour. So the only thing is to make them stay on, I've Versamarked the but just a bit at a time. So if you want to do the C there, so then I got some blue, mean, you can make whatever colour you want. You don't have to stick to. I just got a little brush, little makeup brush, and I just put a bit on the end of it. And I went over the Versamark. So you just need to follow those lines. If you get too much on there, you can just brush it off or blow on it, whichever you prefer. Some will go darker than others, but it's giving you the impression of the waves. So it would be interesting to see what people come up with this embossing folder. Oh, there goes the dribbled some. You might get some bits and pieces, but I think that makes it a lot more sort of realistic. So there's no need to heat set this. It sticks to the Versamark. You're doing this one on Friday? Yes, it's an embossing powder, Daryl. So you can put your Versamark on, and then makes it stick. Not sure you have. I did a purple boat before, didn't I? Use that one. I could wear a bright green. Yeah, I'm going to do the sails. I haven't Versamarked it yet, have I? So just make sure you got the Versamark on there to make it stick. Okay, try again. Hey. So you can use any colour you want. You don't have to stick to any particular colours. If you want red seas, then do red seas. You just need a little fine brush. And you can go over it, can make it as dark as you want. Okay. So all these I used in my jewellery. I wondered what you were on about there, Lorraine. You'd be off to Brizzy. We've got a gold here. I'm going to go along here, which is the pole in the middle of the two sails. It's a little bit hard to see. I have to play with my lighting. So I'll give it a gold pole in the middle. And we might go for a different colour for the other side. Well, this is why we do these for Daryl. So it's good for you to go and watch different people, what they do. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Oh, I think they wanted me to open this. So I've started my packing. Not that we have to wait till another 2 weeks till Paul has 3 pay slips. Whoops, that was not meant to be. Got a bit of splatter there. That's what happens when you put too much on. I didn't know whether this would work or not. That's why I started playing around with it last night. Because now it's got all that splatter on, there's not much you can do about it. It's going to be part of the sky. Oops. And you can go as dark as you want it or as light as you want it. Better wipe that off because it's red. I mean, it's only that I use all these in my jewellery. I don't know where I'm going yet. Donna. I had to take another 6 months lease out on this place, so I wasn't out in the street, because he's just put it up $60 a week, which makes it over $1,000 a week. And the place is that small. Even Paul and I get in, and the dogs and the cat all get in the way where you're walking. So we're going to look for a bigger house. With the two of us, we can do that. Might have some purple clouds, eh? So I'm not sure where we're going yet. We've looked at a couple of really nice places, but we couldn't get them because of the information they wanted. And Paul was looking, he was doing a casual job. He started the day after he come back home. So I have it like a stormy sea. So it'll be somewhere like Caboolture or something like that. Because we want acreage. It'll have to be acreage because Paul's got that much tools and stuff. Plus he's got an old car that he's doing up that his brother's looked after for the last couple of years. So we need at least probably a 3-bay garage. And the only places that seem to have them are acreage. So well, we had a nice one at Beachmere, but we didn't get it. So it'll still be around here somewhere. So I'll do the other half. As I say, it's going to be a bit stormy because we're going to have the colours in there. So the worst part of packing up, I really don't like it. I prefer to stay in one place, but the owner of this has made that impossible to do for what it is. Plus, it'll be cheaper for both of us. We can halve the rent. He has his half, I have my half of the house, and we'll be fine. Now, there's things like we can't have polished boards because the dog will scratch the polished floors. There we go. I'll put some other colour on those. iridescent, this one. I wonder what it'll turn out like. Yeah, wipe it off so it doesn't contaminate it. So the other end of the garage is in a real mess. Versamark it first, yeah. Some people use glue, but I find glue would be a bit messy. So I like the Versamark. And put Versamark on this. Hope it sticks. It probably will from when I did the clouds. So that's what we've got. We got like a thunderstorm, haven't we? The colour coming down. So we just got to do the bottom of the boat now. Using a stencil too, if you've got stencils, like I have, you can use them and put the stencil down on your card and then do whatever colours you want to do with it. It can be very effective. Now, what colour we want for the base of the boat? Green? We can choose whatever colour we like, can't we? I'll put some Versamark on it. Now, this is probably going to have to be cut down a bit. Oops. So, there you go. You can probably go over it with you can use eyeshadows as well. So there's our card. So we're going to have to cut this down because it's miles too big. That's the only thing about it is having, once you've done it, you've got to cut it down. Yes, that's right. Well, perfect pearls are the same as these. They're a mica. They're pigmented. I think it's this one. Can't see what they are. Pearlex. I've got different ones. That's the little, that one there was a Pearlex one. So now what I was thinking of doing is taking a piece of very vanilla. I did this 5 inches, didn't I? Yep. So 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And just be careful too that you don't get it everywhere. That smells too small. Oh, that's because I did it 5 1/2. So should have been 5 1/4. That's why it's so small. But that's easily solved. So this one is 5 1/2, so I want 5 1/4. By 5 1/4. I don't know. 5 1/4. That's what we got. 5 1/4. Take a smidgen off. I don't know why that didn't come out that way either. So then we've got to cut our card down. Yeah, pen pastels too, Donna. This is the only thing I don't like is you have to cut so much of it away. It's really a shame. I can take it from the bottom. There's probably a spray or something you can get that you could put over it to keep it. I wonder whether hairspray spraying it with that would help. So sad when you have to cut so much off it. So it doesn't really come off when you touch it a little bit. There must be something we can get to spray it. That's why I was thinking of hairspray. Might do it. Okay. That's trimmed. So then I'm going to put this onto this white piece. No, very vanilla. If you've done other things other than card making, you quite possibly could adapt some of your stuff to card making. I only tried this, I just thought of it last night when I was looking at it, and I said to Lynn that we would play with it today. So, I think the bits that have come off looks like lightning strikes. And then we'll put this on here. Got to have a sentiment. And this is really is a boy's card. If anything, wouldn't it be? So you can have a happy retirement, best wishes, you're destined for great things, ahoy, you deserve the best, congratulations. And so they've got, that's got to go back in. They've got like waves that you can stamp along the bottom there, and these ones, and here. So you can make the boat go anywhere which way you want it to. They've got on the bottom of the boat there for us when you stamp it. So what shall we have? Ahoy? That would be nice, wouldn't it? As soon as we're on a boat. You have to find the one, you have to turn it upside down. So I've got big white chest of drawers here that I had in my room before I bought new stuff. So then I thought, I can use them in my craft space. I can get more stuff in them. Now, I don't think this has got any dies in it. No, it's got the sea. and the clouds and everything that you can make up a boat. Now, I want to stamp this on. I think I'm going to stamp it on very vanilla. I don't very often use very vanilla on it. We can have any colour we want on there. Let me see, what shall we do it with? What about Azure Afternoon, the blue one? Look, never even been used. Never been used. So we've got to break this one in. So we've got to smush it because it hasn't been used. Sometimes I have I don't think I like that. Yeah, they'd probably work too, Lorraine. Be good. Any pigmented things, eyeshadows, pan pastels. I'm not liking this Ahoy. I think it looks a little bit pathetic. Might be all right on something else, but I don't think it's right for this one. So pick another one. And you've got to read them back to front. I want one across. You deserve the best. How about that? We'll get there. I like to put them down on the line there so that when you pick them up, they've not stretched out of place. All right, and I don't think I like the Azure Afternoon either. I think it will just wash away in the background. So might do early espresso. What was a good one, Tanya? Did I miss something? Yeah, Daryl, there's quite a few things that you can use. Now we're going to have to smush again. I will take the other side and smoosh it. You can do it. Some people do it on their skin. That's better. Get rid of all that. It's a bit messy. That's better. It's crisper. That's right. The best place in Queensland I know to get stuff is on the internet. I just had the name of it. They've just got everything for crafting that. It's a huge place. I keep saying I'll go up there one day and have a look around. I've bought things online for them. What, the ahoy? Ahoy? It just looked a little bit sort of pathetic. Like, yeah, it was a good sentiment, but yeah, I just sort of feel it was a little bit lost there. So I'm going to go to my usual ones, which is Stylish Shapes. Or I keep these next to my computer so that I don't have to go looking for them. Might have to give them some new packets. Oh, getting messy. So I can't do that one, but I can probably do this one. Oh, it might just fit in. I've put these on a magnetic background. I should do it to all my I'll put this away before I stick my fingers in it. I should do it to all my packet ones. Yeah, so do I. So it's just much easier. You'll have one of these short little array. You won't know yourself. A bit of washi tape to hold it down. And we'll pop this one up on dimensionals. This was in here before, making a noise, crying, wanting detention. And I had a green bag full of clothes that I'm getting rid of when I find a place that will take them. It was on his chair. So he was letting me know that I can't do that. That's my chair. Okay. So I think this will go best on the bottom here. Well, yeah, so you'll be able to go into the Facebook page and all the videos there instead of getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I think that would be easier. I actually bought a scrapping package yesterday when I was going through, and I thought, well, I'll try it. The trouble is I don't have a lot of photos. I've got albums of stuff from when I was overseas, but of course in those days it was you had to take them to the chemist or somewhere to get them done. Now, off I done with my white dimensionals. I know I brought them in. Here they go. Get that. See, Tanya, I took your advice. Well, that's what I'm doing too, Lynn. I'm saving them for that purpose. And if you're not in the Facebook group, like if you haven't bought the kit, then you can't be in it, is what I can gather. Yeah, that's right, Tanya. We'll get our discount on it as well. I mean, it's $400 and something to do it. And it's available for our clients too. They can do it. Yeah. Like, you don't do, I've not done scrapbooking. I mean, I put my photos when I came back from overseas, and believe me, we had heaps. We had to get more developed. I put them into albums, but not like anything like scrapbooking. I put them in and put the name or whatever. So do we think we can put that there? Do we think that would be okay there? Or do you think it'd be better on the top? What do you think? And we're going to need something for the inside as well. So I have to cut a piece of very vanilla for the inside and a piece of red. I went out and bought myself all these right, that's what I used. Yeah. That one looked big enough. Let's see. I went out and bought all these drawers from Kmart that I could put my papers in and keep them all together. But they're longer than the magazine things I had. Yeah, Tanya also gives us the products. We'll get it. Now, I think I want 5 by 5. I just want a straight edge to start with. So that is just over 5.5. Not quite 5 3/4. And do 5.5. It's 5.5 that way. I always get it. It must be 5 on quarter. Oh, no. I just think the experience too would be, I mean, I've never scrapbooked, so I think the experience would be good. But I'm not getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do it. That's for sure. Bad enough when Zeus comes in and gets me up early. Now I want a piece of very vanilla. What's this one? I would probably nearly do it. Except it's not straight. I just think the experience would be great. Yeah, you're probably right there, Donna. It is a lot of money. That's my aim for it at the moment. So we'll see what happens. That's you're destined for great things. You deserve the best, so I guess you're destined for great things. Would go with that. Another one we have to smoosh. Now I've done that, so I'm going to have to do this one in early espresso too. Yeah, exactly. Want to see what the products are like. I've never scrapbooked, so better. So we'll see what happens when it comes out closer to the time. Brilliant. Nice and clear. And then what I'm going to do is when I find it, here it is. I'm actually going to stick this boat on there. Yeah, I paid $275 just for meat the other day when I went to Costco. That's without the veggies and everything. And we did get a big piece of pork, and we can cut that into 3 roasts. So that was, I think I want it that side. I'm not going to colour this one in, and I'm going, don't lose that ahoy. The cost of living, it's just gone ridiculous. And put that one on the inside. I like putting this double layering now. Yeah. We got Woolworths just down the corner, and I find it too handy to nip down there. Or Paul will call in on his way home from work. I've usually always been an Aldi shopper, so I'll start going back to Aldi. I think it gets too expensive for Coles and Woolworths. And the chickens at Costco are half the price of Woolworths, and I over double the amount of large chicken in there. Add that off a bit. Ugh. I just want that smidgen of red being enough size. So, do we need bling? Yeah, you can. Woolworths can never have eggs. Every time you go there, they're just about empty. But I got a big thing of 18 eggs at Costco, which is great. So, do you think we need bling on here? We've got some like those bronzy ones. Everything everywhere at the moment. So we got these bronze ones. What do you think? Always, Suzie. Yes, Lynn, so am I. When they have their specials. Oh, I haven't had curried eggs for ages, Daryl. I do myself bacon and eggs, or I scramble them with cheese. So now you want scrambled eggs for lunch. All right, so I think these ones with the little, can you see them? Rhinestones in the sky. We can do that. I know I've got more than one packet of these. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. How's that? That's going back a while, isn't it? Oh, just very good. Yes, it is a great idea. Oh, that'd be nice, Lynn. Fresh eggs. I'm going to do it a bit. And curry. Oh, yes, definitely, Daryl. the other day when Paul was cooking, he was making hot dogs, that's right. He rang me from Woolies and he said, "Do you feel like hot dogs for lunch?" And I said, "Yeah, that's fine with me. If he wants to cook, I'm not saying no." And he bought this mustard that was supposed to be hot English, and it wasn't. It had no flavour to it at all. So he binned it. And I said to him, "Could you use that in a stew or something, you know?" But he binned the whole thing. So what do we think? See the shimmer on it too. Might put a bit of sparkle, a bit of you know what on here. Okay, I'll catch you over there, Donna. I'll be over shortly myself. So I'll put a bit of there we go. All done. So I think it turned out quite well. So, and our little bird inside. So I'll come back up because everybody will be shooting over to Linda in a minute. You're on both. Oh, well, that's good. I do that sometimes. But I'm going to go on my other computer now and have lunch. And Daryl's got me thinking of eggs, scrambled eggs and cheese. We do. Yeah, definitely. All right, well, you guys have a great day. I'm going over to watch Linda too, and I'll be back at 10:30 tomorrow, so back to my normal time now. All right, you have a fabulous day. I'll catch you soon. Bye.